What's up, everybody? Welcome to Normieville.
Well, we call you normies.
So, we have yet another report on the bustling and vibrant relationship that is Marcus Jordan and the infamous Larsa Pippen. Now, we all know that a few months ago, she was talking about how she had saved some of her eggs, and they were talking about children and things of that nature. We also know that Larsa Pippen recently received a judgment in her divorce financial settlement for half of Scottie Pippen's retirement from the Chicago Bulls and subsequently from the NBA. And Larsa is going to continue to run up that bag because there are wedding bells in the air. Yes, wedding bells. I'm talking about getting married. Do you hear the ching-ching going on? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Yes, I hear it too. Sure, you're right. Well, not only are they talking about getting married, but Marcus Jordan wants his father, Michael Jordan, to be the best man. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Yes. Marcus Jordan wants his dad, Larsa Pippen's husband, ex-teammate, which they're both beefing right now. They're both having some a rough patch in their friendship or their association, if you will. Marcus Jordan says, I want Michael to be my best man when I marry Larsa Pippen.
Stop it. Get some help.
Jesus. Well, let's get into the article, and then we're gonna watch the video that they have. They're on a podcast, and when he spewed this foolishness, this ridiculousness out on this podcast. But let's get into the article. We'll watch the video. Follow me. Marcus Jordan is hoping his basketball GOAT father comes around to accept his relationship with Larsa Pippen, revealing he wants Michael to be his best man when he gets married. Now, remember, a few months ago, TMZ was following Michael Jordan. You see the little picture down here where they were asking Michael if he approves of the relationship between him and Larsa, and he quickly said no and then got into his car and went about his business. The Hall of Famer's son opened up about his future plans to get hitched to Scottie Pippen's ex-wife on the Pablo Torre Finds Out podcast this week, saying while it's still early on in the process, he knows who he wants by his side at the altar. Quote, look, I was the best man at Michael's wedding, meaning his father, and the best man at my brother's wedding. So obviously we'll keep that tradition going, Marcus said. It's my thoughts on it. It's an interesting choice considering MJ famously said earlier in this year he was not a fan of the coupling, but Marcus later insisted the Chicago Bulls legend was only joking, claiming his father does in fact approve. Now also remember, around that same time after Jordan said no, Larsa Pippen came out and was calling cap, or was pretty much saying he lied and that he actually does approve of the relationship. He was just saying that for the cameras and tabloids and everything because of the media perception going on right now. The narratives are going around that, well, Michael Jordan and Pippen aren't seen eye to eye right now, and now you got the son and the ex-wife. It doesn't look good. It hasn't looked good, and it still doesn't look good in my opinion. And a lot of people feel the same way, men and women. It's a free country though. Let's continue. Regardless, Larsa said she was traumatized and embarrassed by MJ's comments, saying she didn't find it funny at all. Of course, the elephant in the room is the fact that Marcus Pops and Larsa's ex don't see eye to eye anymore, as Scottie has been public about feeling slighted and glossed over in Jordan's Last Dance documentary. Yes, that has been the point of contention for their beef now. The documentary came out, Last Dance, which I love that documentary. Afterwards, Pippen came out with his book, which was detailing his own accounts of the same story or the same time during their run, their championship run or whatever, their dynasty. And so Pippen has a different account, a slightly different account of things that happened than Jordan. Scottie Pippen feels slighted by the way he was portrayed in that documentary. It is what it is. He hasn't shied away from dissing his former teammate ever since, even stating that LeBron James is the greatest NBA player of all time. Now, when I heard that, I was like,
bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
yeah, ain't no way. Worth noting, it's unclear if Larkus, I guess, I don't know, somebody's a misprint. It's unclear if they are even engaged yet, as the 32-year-old reiterated that their marriage plans are in the works, but admitted they've had discussions about whether the nuptials will be televised. Of course it will be. Well, I don't know. Marcus did empathetically state the marriage will happen, even saying there might be multiple weddings to satisfy the privacy and public interest in their relationship. So it could be private, it could be public. They could have two separate ceremonies where they have one private and then later on they have one public for the media, whatever. We'll see. In any case, let's get to the video in question and listen to what these two lovebirds got to say. Take it away.
When's the wedding, you guys?
It's in the works. Is my go-to saying right now. You know, I don't think we have like a date. We're still talking about locations and party size and all of that stuff. So it's not really concrete yet, but it'll happen.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
Do you want your dad to give a toast at your wedding? How does this work?
Yeah, you know, look, I was the best man at his wedding, and the best man at my brother's wedding, and so obviously we'll keep that tradition going. Is my thoughts on it.
I want in. I want video cameras there.
Now that I've been on the Housewives in Miami, all the producers are inquiring around, when's the wedding? Are we gonna film it on TV? Yada yada yada. And so that's another thing that we're kind of playing along with, is whether or not it will air.
What are you leaning towards? I mean, and what is it like being on that show and, your love is so real.
So real.
But you guys also are so intriguing because of who you are. So what's the balance there?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Obviously, look, we're very private people, the Jordans, and so if it was up to me, I think we would do maybe multiple weddings, one private for our family and friends, and then maybe there's one that's a little more public.
Oh,
but I guess time will tell.
Well, there you have it. The two lovebirds are sitting there together. They're always going on podcasts talking about how much they love each other and all their quirky little details of the relationship. And sometimes, yes, they talk about the elephant in the room, which is the relationship between Michael and Scotty. But they're very adamant that they're not going to let that stop them from continuing their union and even getting married, I guess, sometime in the future, maybe even the near future. Me personally, if I was Michael Jordan, I would cut my son completely off.
Cut that bitch off.
For the treachery, okay? And say, we know you can come back when you're done with her. And so Larsa is going to get half of her ex-husband's retirement and then marry into the Jordan family. I mean, is this not any more effed up? And let's say that Marcus is oblivious, which he's not, or I hope not. But let's say he's oblivious to this whole thing. Larsa, I mean, are you not seeing what's going on? I don't know. I'm not going to speak on that, but in my opinion, this is all kind of messed up. But again, it's a free country. They can live their lives and have the whatever love they're looking for. If they think they got it now, kudos to them. I think it's horrible, but who am I? I'm just a normie, right? Thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie right here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this interesting relationship in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.